Hello. Good morning, nearly afternoon. Sorry, total off the cuff live today, so sorry for the lack of notice. So I want to come in and share with you a really quick, easy thing that I've learned, something you can use for yourselves if you're selling programs, courses, anything like that. If you use like Facebook groups and stuff to nurture your audiences and stuff like that. This new method that I've used, this is the first time I've used it, and I've launched, like anyone who knows me, I've launched so many times over the years. Like I teach launching, and this is like something new that I've done this time that is working so well. And I wanted to share with you what it is and the benefits of it so that you guys can start using this as well. It does make a big difference. So before I jump into that and share this really quick, we're not going to be on here long at all. Let me just really quickly introduce myself because I have been running a lot of ads recently, so I know I've got a lot of new people following me. I'm Bethan Davis. I'm a multiple business owner and a business coach. And the area that I expertise in and focus on, which is like my specialty, is multiple income streams, multiple smart income streams, like recurring revenue, the kind of income streams that allow you more time, more freedom, more flexibility, the kind of income streams that you can scale without an income ceiling, so that you can make more money, but also not work like ridiculously around the clock. Like family is my core value. Family is my driver. And that's what's like made me specialize in this area of getting freedom, flexibility through multiple smart income streams. Like that's me in a nutshell. So back to like this tip that I wanted to share with you. So this is my first launch. I've got a challenge next week, and I'm launching the academy again then the week after. This is the first time I've launched since like I think it was like either May or early June last year, and I haven't like launched since because I've been focusing on other things, and I had a baby last year. She's going to be one now in like a few weeks. So I've just been like taking some time out of the coaching just to like love life. And also I was setting up like evergreen and stuff like that as well. So coming away from the live launching anyway. Hired like lots of different team members to really outsource certain things within the coaching as well, just to make life easier. So what I have learned this time, so like I'm back now launching again for the first time in ages, fresh perspective, new team members and trying new methods. And this method that I've started using is just, it's blown my mind. I can't believe I haven't done this before. Like, I don't know why I've never done this before. So one of the things that I'm doing differently this time, there's many things that I've been doing behind the scenes, but one of the things that I've done differently this time is I've hired someone to focus on really like nurturing on personal one-to-one through like DMing. And what I've got them doing, we've been testing like cold DMs, we've been testing warm DMs, all of this stuff. Now, one of the things that she does, Alex, she goes into my groups. I've got a huge group over like 2,000 people, women in there. And what she does is goes through and reaches out. She's been reaching out to everyone in my free group and just letting them know about the challenge coming up and inviting them to sign up and all of this. So like, you know, bringing that engagement back, reaching out to people personally. We all know how bad like the reach and engagement and things are getting like on social media. I think it's getting harder and harder because they want you to pay. They want you to pay for ads, basically. They're pushing people to pay for the platforms. At the end of the day, it's business, isn't it? It's what they want. So you can see it's been predicted for a long time that things were going this way, and you can see it happening. So people are struggling with their groups and the engagement and everything's getting harder. So this has allowed us to really like reach out to people in the community, in our community, and like really sort of engage them. Now, one thing that I noticed, which was a bit like, oh, it was, I think 3 people replied over the last few weeks who literally didn't have a clue who I was. And I was like, oh, that's strange, considering they're in my group, they like my page. I was like, it's very strange. So I personally went in then and I was like having a conversation with them to say like, oh, I'm sorry, never want to upset people and blah, 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 blah. We just, I've got my team members reaching out to engage people who are in the group. But like, you think about it, it's quite, you can understand, can't you? Like some people will sign up to like, and these people were on my email list as well. So they'd signed up for freebies and then ended up in my group as well and joined the group through the emails. So they were like, and you can go back and you can trace and you can see the emails they'd opened, and then you can see that there's been no activity. So they hadn't opened any emails since like God knows when. There's no like activity in the group. So what happens is clearly some people will sign up for these things when it's relevant at the time. And when they don't get like, if the emails are going to this spam box, so they're actually not getting the emails, and Facebook is not showing them any notifications or your posts on the main thing, they're not knowing you. So they just as quickly as they signed up, they're forgetting you. So the whole point of this is like this method, like what it's allowing us to do is re-engage our members. So like people who are signing up to us, who are not getting these notifications and forgetting all about us, like by Alex reaching out to them, they're re-engaging them, and they're gonna do one of two things. They're invited to either re-engage and come and check out the group, see if it's still of use to them. And if they are, great, come and join in. We've got a challenge coming up. If not, leave the group, and we wish you all the best. So like this is doing one of two things. It's either re-engaging them, which is what we all want, or they're leaving the group because it's not of use to them anymore. And this really, really benefits you, because when you have a group that people who are, stagnant and not using it or not seeing it, for them to leave is going to really help, or for them to re-engage is going to really, really help. So my advice to you, like this is already really working. It's really engaging people who'd forgotten about the group, who hadn't seen the notifications, who are and the thank you messages that are flooding through as well. Just saying like, this is exactly what I need. I'm so glad that, you sent this message, but they wouldn't have known about it otherwise. So it just goes to show, okay, that my biggest advice to you is, if you're launching or selling anything, leading up to anything, if you have worked like hard and invested time, money even, on growing an audience and nurturing them, like the old methods of just growing Facebook groups and email lists and just doing that is not enough. You need to be doing more to engage and nurture them. So what my advice to you is, like, hire someone, bring someone, or maybe not hire them, but just like freelancers, whatever you need to do, bring someone on board, even if it's just for a few weeks when you're launching, to get them to personally do personal outreach, to get out there and really engage those members, remind them what they signed up to, remind them about you, and to let them know personally what you've got going on. Like, if you've got a book launch, if you've got a course launch, whatever it is you've got going on. And the beauty is there's so many freelance VAs out there, like so many. And all you need to do is like, hire them for a specific time period where you're just like, I could really do with that personal outreach at this time. They work with so many different people. They know what they do, and they pick things up quick, they learn quick, and that's what they do for a living. So they're going to pick up whatever it is you want to, what you're doing, believe it or not, is not a million miles away from what they've probably already done for lots of other people. So they're going to pick up what you need quick. They're good. That's what they do. So like, reach out, find VAs, and there's so many of them about as well. You can ask advice, ask people for like referrals. You can go into some of the bigger groups and like ask, anyone in here, I'm looking for someone who can help me with this. And you get floods of requests. Like, there's so many people out there that do it. And they can come in and you can just like, for a one-off rate, or, for so many hours, whatever it is, you can get them to do this personal outreach for you, because this is going to really, really make a difference to your reach. The reason I'm saying to hire someone or to bring a freelance person in to do it is because you can't do everything yourself. And I'm going to start from now on really encouraging people to outsource earlier. I get that most people, especially when you're quite new to business, want to do everything yourself. And there is literally only so much you can outsource, because you can't pay for everything and do everything when you're starting out. You need to like build that income up to be able to do everything. But if there's one thing I would say is so important, is to get that assistance, to use that like support and outsourcing, in the sense of these things that can take up a lot of time is going to make a big difference to you. So someone you can pay someone like, you know, a lot less compared to what it would cost for you to go and do something else, you know, and then they bring in these leads to you for you to engage. And like a lot of these leads that have, you know, that Alex has gone out and warmed up and started, like got a conversation going, then I come in and then I'm like, you know, it just allows me to show up and do the things that I really love. You know, I don't love chasing leads. I don't love doing all the email marketing, social media, which is why I don't do any of that stuff anymore. Like I've got a social media person, I've got someone doing all my emails. Like I've got to that point now where I can outsource it all. And I get, like I wasn't always in that position to be able to do that. A year ago, I didn't have anyone on my team within the coaching business. You know, so it makes a big difference when you can do that, because it allows you to focus on the things that you really love and do the things that you're really passionate about. And my passion is like with people, like literally getting to know them and how I can really help them. My passion is not sending and doing all the emails and the social media posts and, you know, all the stuff. Don't enjoy all of that. I just enjoy doing what I do and what I love doing. And when you do things like this, it just allows you to focus on what you love and what you're good at. And then, you know, use other experts to do the other things, like nurture your audience for you and bring people back to like remembering, like help with the reach and the connecting and all of that stuff. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to love you and leave you. And for anyone who wants to join the challenge, I'll pop a link on here for you. But I am running my Sell Smarter challenge next week. I'm so excited. And I'll have Sarah and Alex helping as well, so that I'll be able to focus more on you guys rather than like all the behind the scenes stuff. So like, yeah, I'm feeling so supported this launch. It's really exciting. I get to just do more of like the fun stuff that I love doing, which is like really, really like chatting with you guys and getting to know what it is that you've got going on so I can really help. And yeah, we're going to be looking at your passions, what really, really lights you up, because it's important that there's like a passion element to what you're doing. It's sustainable at the end of the day. If you're doing something that you're really passionate about, and there's ways, like people can't see, like sometimes people can't see where they can bring things in to really feel that passion, but you can. There's always something you can be doing to really like merge like and align your passion with profits, basically. So we're going to be like looking at that. We're going to be looking at multiple smart income streams, like I touched on at the beginning of this live, like recurring revenues, smart in the sense of, you know, no income ceiling, you're scalable without spending all your time doing this. We're going to be looking at these specifically for you. Smart like money management, because it's really, really important as entrepreneurs that we take our money and our investments really, really seriously, that we're smart with our money and where we're investing. So we do all of this kind of stuff in the challenge. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really, really excited. I will pop the link in the comments. I'm going to love you and leave you now, and I will catch you later. Have a good day. Bye.